Girls basketball on Fred TV about to tip off from the James T. Ashley Gymnasium at Diman Regional as we get our first look at the Lady Bengals here in the 2017-2018 winter sports season. Evan Massoud with you here from Diman, and should be a good game here. Diman coming in at 5-6 on the season, 0-2 in the Mayflower League. In this Mayflower League matchup against the Lady Hawks from Southeastern. And a very quick two-point strike there from Maya Parker to get things started for the Bengals. She had a heck of a season last year. Definitely a player to watch. The Hawks and Coach Dave LaMontagne come in at 3-9, also 0-2 in the Mayflower League as Atara Headley puts that in for 2 for the Hawks. So for both teams, overall records are different. However, this ends up being will end up being a very big league game for both sides. Parker can't get it to fall, bouncer out of play. It goes back for the Hawks. At 0-2 again in the league for both sides. So whoever comes out on top is going to take a big step forward. Only 2 league games halfway through the season is not a lot. So and these two teams will face off against each other actually to close out the regular season. So this is going to probably bode well for both sides, whoever can come out on top. And a turnover, and it is Mackenzie Texera coming out with it. And they'll kind of reset the offense. Of course, the Bengals led by Coach Shane Doyle. Passing into the paint. Can't bank it in. Taken back by Jasmine Hamilton. We'll take a look at the starters for both sides as that is put up and it falls down for the Hawks. There it is, number 1, Jasmine Hamilton. There's also number 3 as Hamilton puts it up again. And that does go down, and that was Asha Mullen. And a turnover for the Bengals. So again, number 1, Jasmine Hamilton. Number 3, Atara Headley. Number 10, Nia Mendez. Number 21, Michaela Middleton. And then number 25, Asha Mullen. That is for the Hawks. Parker gets the feed, going to go all the way to the basket, uncontested for 2. She's got all 4 points, and she's the first starter that we'll mention for the Bengals. Number 24, Maya Parker. Number 25, Willeshka Melendez-Hernandez. Number 30, Hope DeRoe. Number 32, Unique Horsley. And number 41, Mackenzie Texera. Parker fouled as she goes to the basket, and she'll shoot 2. The foul is on Hamilton, her first, and it's the first of the night for either side. And Parker will take 2 shots from the line. First one is good. Look back at the last time we saw the Lady Bengals was the playoffs at Westport for the South Division 4 quarterfinals as Parker 2 for 2 at the line. And that was the game that eliminated Diman from the tournament. They lost 58-47. But Parker in that game was the leading scorer for the Bengals. She had 24. Oh, my bad. I'm looking at the wrong line. Parker actually in that game had 7 points, which was one of her lower outputs of the season. She typically was a spark plug, and I'll tell you, Westport really shut her down. It was actually Samantha Correa, a senior who graduated last year, one of the players that Coach Doyle lost, along with Michaela Marum. She's another one. But Correa had 24 points in that playoff loss last year. And, you know, I asked Coach Doyle, I said, most of these girls are back. I said, I know you lost a couple, but I said, last year at this time you already had qualified. What's different? He said, well, every team is different, but this is a younger team. And while some of the seniors last year weren't always starters, there was that leadership role that they had on the team, as that's put in by Horsley for 2. And he said, you know, every day they're getting better. They're a very positive team, the Lady Bengals are. So Coach Doyle has confidence, and I'm sure he foresees a tournament berth. And there's a foul. That is on Middleton, second team foul, her first personal. Again, 5 and 6. The Bengals have basically won half of their games. Were upset by Tri-County their last game, a game that Coach Doyle felt they should have won. Parker, nice job there. And already, Maya Parker with 8 points of the Bengals' 10. It's 10-4. Diman ahead halfway through the first quarter. And that's kind of, you know, the typical Parker night, at least again going back to last year. She had 20 against BP last January, one of the games we did here. And we'll keep looking through. It's always nice to kind of look back and remember from years past, especially last year was a great year for her. Little jumper, no good. March 1st, the first playoff game, the round 1 game that was held here. Parker had 20 as well. So, I mean, she really tends to put up well into the double digits, hitting 20 plenty of times. And, again, already with 8 points here in this first quarter. Going to the hoop. Can't put it up. And they will inbound. But not before a sub. And it's Ashley Berry, who's coming in for Hamilton. Ashley Barry, pardon me. Not Berry, Barry. Swatted out of play by Texera. And 16 on the shot clock. They get it outside. Coming to Barry, who just, that was Headley rather. Loose ball, and the Bengals forced the turnover. That's a bad pass. Barry was heading back. And a foul coming. And Hope DeRoe picks up her first. And the first team foul for Diman. And she'll take a break as Selena Mendez comes in to sub in for her. Nia Mendes, and that is Parker down the court. Gonna take it herself, is fouled. First foul picked up by Headley. Third foul for the Hawks, and Parker, her second trip to the line. And a bouncer that time does not fall. That one no good either, but going up the ladder was Mendez just into the game. She got the rebound, but it couldn't do anything with it as the Hawks take it back down the other end of the court. And that is Middleton getting it to Mendes. Grabbed by Headley, back to Middleton it goes. Gets it to Barry now. Less than 10 on the shot clock. They put it up. A little floater. That was nice. Mendes putting that one in for 2. Oh, can't get it to go, but the tip goes back to Parker thanks to Melendez-Hernandez. Loose ball kept in by Parker, and Diman keeps it. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Loose ball thrown away. One of the things you'll notice about Parker is how quick she gets down the court, and part of that, similar to some of the Durfee players, is that soccer base. Parker plays soccer for Diman, and again, you go from a full-on soccer field 80 minutes of soccer to 32 minutes of basketball on a court that's a fraction of the size. All that stamina, that base built up, is just there for the using, and she can get down the court pretty quickly. Swatted away, but nice job by Mendes to keep it. Goes out of play, they'll inbound. We'll throw it in with 8 seconds. Everybody bunched up there, looking for someone free, and that was Middleton. Good 4-2. It's 10-8. Diman was up 10-4, but a couple baskets by the Hawks and a couple misses and turnovers by the Bengals have brought it back to a 2-point game. Parker trying to get there, and it goes over the basket. The height advantage for Texera. Gets the rebound and the foul. And it'll be Mullen picking up her first foul, so the Hawks already up to 4. And we'll see Texera shooting 2. Team shooting 50%, and that was Parker, the first 4 shots. 2 went in, 2 missed, and now Texera. Just off to the left. That one no good. Loose ball. Bengals come away with it. It was put up by Melendez-Hernandez. Horsley with the 3 on the 3rd chance, basically, for Diman on that possession. Horsley with 5 points. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Diman up 13-8. In the paint. Foul and 1. Middleton with the basket, gets fouled on her way, and she'll look to make it a 3-point swing here in their direction and get back the 3 points he just allowed to Horsley. I like that little spin in the palm before the release. Nothing but net for Middleton. So the basket good, the foul shot good, and it is a 2-point game again. Trying to weave her way through traffic. She puts it up. That was Melendez-Hernandez, but it doesn't go in. Good pass to Barry. Can't get it to go on that side. Shot clock is off. Breaking it's Horsley, 2-on-1. She pulls up in the paint. No foul. Doesn't go. The Hawks get it back with 20 seconds left in the quarter. Back and forth like a tennis match over those last 10 seconds. Now Parker with the steal to the hoop. Lays it up. 2 points. Make it 10 for her in the game, 10 in the quarter. Another block goes right back to Mendes. Underneath, no basket for Mullen, and it is 15-11 Diman after 1. That was a wild 30 seconds to end the first. And it's Parker leading the charge, 10 of the 15 Bengals points to her credit. 2 from the line, 8 points from the field. So in between the 8-minute quarters, a 60-second break for both sides here. Both teams huddle up. Close game so far, only the 4-point difference. This is actually a doubleheader as the boys will be, and what was a scheduling change, the boys will be playing after the girls. We'll be catching the boys actually, though, on another night. They have quite a few games. They have a few games coming up. The next one being that we'll see from Diman will be the boys, and it'll be against Bristol Aggie in about a week's time. All ball there by Texera with the block. Diman comes away with it as Barry goes down to the court. And it's Horsley charging. Cross to Parker. Jumper inside the arc for 2. She's got 12. And it's up to a 6-point Diman lead, which is the tying for the largest lead of the night so far. Barry trying to get by Mendez, and she can't. Coming across to our side to Headley. Headley trying to put it up. Fingertips by Mendez, and Casimir just into the game. Number 11 there. Shot clock violation. Very nice defensive stand for the Lady Bengals right there. They get the ball back. Parker looking for a lane through 2 Hawks to the basket. Talk about weaving your way through traffic. My gosh. Nicely done right there. And it's an 8-point game. Barry puts up a jumper from the air. Wow, take it away with authority by Mendez. Down the court to Horsley. Keeps it in. Off the feet, diving to the court. Put up, rolled out. Waleska Melendez Hernandez. Little floater, and that's put in. That was nice. Little rainbow shot from Mendez. Get Diman on the board here in this quarter. Parker with the jumper. And she is lighting it up early on here, I'll tell you. Just over 10 minutes of play between the first 2 quarters, and Parker with 16 points to her credit. Well, there's a foul after the steal by Texera. 5th foul for the Bengals. I'm sorry, for the Hawks, rather. For the Hawks, and it's the first on Barry. The Bengals with 3 fouls to the Hawks 5. No violation there by the Bengals. That's going to result in a turnover. Casimir puts up the jumper. Unable to get there was Headley, and it results in Diman ball. Again, you hear Coach Doyle directing traffic. In and out it goes as Mendez couldn't buy the basket. Hawks come back. And that is Mendez getting it to Casimir. A bank shot off the glass is long. Horsley with the feed to Parker for the basket and 1. Hail Mary pass there from Horsley. Catches Parker in stride, draws the foul, and the basket is good. Free shot is good. And it is 24-13. Bengals with a double-digit lead. That last foul was on Mendez for Diman. So they have 6 as a team. The good news, as that shot misses for the Hawks, and it's blocked. Parker gonna, oh, she lost it. Gets it back. Horsley all alone. Off the glass for 2. She's got 7. The good news for the Hawks with their 6 fouls already, they only, every player that has a foul only has 1. So they've kind of spread the wealth a little bit, I guess you could say. We got a timeout on the court. Timeout Hawks. So, I mean, really, if you're just tuning in, the story here is we're halfway through the second quarter. It's really been the Maya Parker show here. She has 19 points out of the 26 for the team. And again, we're only halfway through the second quarter. It's been a very impressive showing for her. As we get our first look at the Diamond Lady Bengals here this season. You see Coach Doyle talking with the team in the huddle, drawing up some formations. Hawks will have it coming out of the timeout. 24 seconds on the shot clock. And they lose the ball. That was Idolvina Gonzalez, who just came into the game. Tough start to her night. Looks like Coach LaMontagne trying to get some height in there, getting Gonzalez. That was put up by Mendez twice. It couldn't get it to fall. There's a kick ball there off of one of the Bengals, so it resets the shot clock, and the Hawks will inbound it. Long pass backwards to Headley from Casimir outside. There is Mendes getting it back to Casimir. Trying to get free. We'll go back to Mendes. Diamond's defense really overpowering right now. Another ball jarred loose and turned over. And it's Horsley coming out with it. Calling for it all alone was Mendez. First basket for Mendez. She's had a couple chances. They didn't fall for her. That time they did. 15-point lead. Casimir. That was almost a double dribble there for her. That time, second chance, she gets it to fall, her first basket as well. Parker through the whole defense, and she's over 20. 11 for the quarter, 21 for the game. Swatted away by Casimir. Just in time. Melendez-Hernandez gets it in to the basket. And Mendez comes away with it. Quick pass to Parker on the far side. Horsley calling for it. Gets the feed. Selfless basketball. It doesn't fall. Jarred loose for a moment by Melendez-Hernandez, but the Hawks come back with it the other direction. It's Mendes getting it to Casimir now on this side. Foul on Horsley is Diamond's 5th. Horsley's first. And Parker with the steal on the inbound pass. And Back to the layup it goes. Nice fake by Casimir. I think that was tipped, though. Ooh! Mendez fighting for the ball and sent Gonzalez for a ride to the court. That was pretty ugly. And there was no foul. It looked like Mendez had all ball. I mean, there was a little over aggressiveness there. The way that Gonzalez went down, she landed right on her side. You worry about like a broken arm, broken elbow, but she's sitting up. I'm going to take a breather because she did hit the court pretty hard there. That was pretty rough. She's all right, though. So she'll take a breather. Able to get up okay. And yes, there was the foul, by the way. That was obviously a total foul. But it wasn't the whistle for that was not the signal was not a foul right away. So kind of was waiting for it. I think Coach Doyle now is asking. But that was a foul on Mendez, as it turns out. So that was number 6 for the Bengals. It'll be Casimir inbounding the ball. Got it to Middleton, and a jump ball. Diman wins that battle. Arrow was going their direction. Next one will go to the Hawks. 70 seconds to play in the half in what has really been a pretty quick first half. The Bengals in control right now by 19 points. Maya Parker looking for more dribbling, gets the pass off, half on the ground to Texera, to Horsley. 7 on the shot clock. Parker with it, 5 seconds for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, another jump ball. Duro went down. This time it is the Hawks' ball. Casimir back to Mendez. That is a miss by Hamilton. Parker driving the lane again, and it rolls off the rim. Another jump ball. Diman will get this one, and down to the ground goes Duro. No worse for wear. And Texera will inbound. 21.9 seconds left in this first half. Shot clock is off. Back to Duro. Doesn't fall. And the Hawks, with 15 seconds to work with, will look to take the last shot of the half. 10 seconds now as they cross center court. Casimir gets a shot off, falling backwards. Horsley with 3 seconds. Parker has time. 1 second. Layup up and good! The buzzer beater for Parker caps off a 21-point second quarter for the Bengals. And they lead it 36-15. In what is starting to look like a runaway. They held the Hawks to just 4 points in the second quarter. And my, oh my, Maya Parker, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 3, 4, 5, 25 first half points for Maya Parker. Are you kidding me? Have a game, why don't you? All right, we'll have the third quarter coming up next on Fred TV. Stick around. Bengals up by 21. Okay, we are back ready for second half basketball. Third quarter about to begin here from the James T. Ashley Gymnasium at Diman Regional. Lady Bengals hosting the Lady Hawks from Southeastern, and the Hawks have a lot of work to do after being outscored 21-4 in that second quarter. Bengals have opened up a 21-point lead. That is for two, just inside the line by Mendes. So a good start for the Hawks, and now a turnover gives them the ball right back. Evan Massoud with you here on Fred TV for Mayflower League basketball. That's out of play. Diamond ball. Bengals again 5-6 coming into this one. 0-2 though in the league. 3-9 are the Hawks, also 0-2 in the league. So again, you know, whoever wins this one, this being a league game, this would be a big win in terms of the conference and, you know, playoffs. Diamond floating around 500. That's put up no good. Coming back down with it is DeRoe. Back out to Horsley, now to Parker. Parker with some room, a little jumper is no good. Bengals get it back again. No, the Hawks come away with it. It looked like Mullen was a big part of that, number 25. She finally got the ball back. That's a travel. Middleton lifted that foot and kind of dragged it a little bit, and that's a travel. So again, though, Diamond at 5-6, just floating around 500 overall record. They got a good shot at making the tournament, but also league-wise, you know, they got to win a few more games. They're going to see again Southeastern later on. I mean, they have a pretty full contingency of games still, and half a season is a lot of basketball to be played. Horsley gets it, trying to go around the defenders, coming to the near side. Parker gets the feed, going baseline, and can't get it to go. DeRoe called on a foul. This is her third foul. First foul for either side here in the second half. Stolen. And taken back, but couldn't put it up. That was Melendez-Hernandez. Out of bounds. Diamond ball. Lady Bengals slowing it down just a little bit. Almost tipped away by Mendes. Back out to Parker, nice spin move, and they are really trying to cover her up right now. DeRoe with the height. DeRoe loses it momentarily, puts it up, and is fouled. Mullen going to pick up her second foul of the night. First for the Hawks in the half. DeRoe will shoot two. And the first one misses. This is her first trip to the line. One for two. (37-17). Loose ball, tripped, and a travel. And Hamilton is kind of limping a bit. Does have a brace down, it looks like down on her right ankle. And her falling, losing her footing. She's definitely kind of gingerly putting pressure on it, so she's definitely feeling it a little bit. Stuck the hand in. Barry jarred it loose. Gonna try to take it to the other end, and she does. Puts it in for 2. Texera gets the feed. That's off to the left, wide of the basket. Foul on Texera. That is her second foul. And the whistle as Mendes went to the basket. Texera picking up back-to-back fouls. I think that's going to chase her from the game for a little while. It does indeed, as Mendes put in the first one, and it'll be Selena Mendez coming in to replace Texera for the time being. There's a substitution made by Coach Doyle. 2 for 2 at the line was Mendes for the Hawks after the foul, and it's 37-21. Bouncer out to Melendez-Hernandez. Across the court, back to Parker. Puts it up and is fouled. Now foul on Middleton, her second. Team second. And Parker gets that one to go. So 3 fouls for Diman, 2 for the Hawks this half. And after a quick attempt at a rebound by Duro, the shot misses and the Hawks take it back down the other end of the court. Mendes. Little jumper, no good. And another foul. Boy, we're whistle happy here over the last couple minutes here. Barry picks up her second foul. And the third foul for the Hawks. Gives the ball back to Diman. Just results in a turnover, basically. Parker to Mendez, back out to Parker. I got to say the Hawks defense has definitely got a little quicker, a little tighter. Parker gets her own rebound, comes back outside, wanted 3 but was covered up. Horsley off the mark, the rebound to Mendez. Parker gets the feed, jumper in the paint, good for 2. Oh, Parker almost took that one away from Barry. They lose the ball. Mendez comes away with it. Gets the pass to Melendez-Hernandez. The feed is just, it's kept in by Parker. What an effort. And Duro going to get tagged with, which will be, this is going to be her 4th foul. So that's 4 fouls for Duro after that reach in there. Underneath, and Mendez blocking. 5 fouls for Diman here in the third quarter. And that latest one on Mendez, her second. And it puts Middleton at the line for 2. The first one is good. Second is good also. Middleton now 3 shots from the line, and all 3 have gone in tonight. Horsley back to Parker where it came from. Now to Melendez-Hernandez. To Duro underneath. Duro falls on it. Jump. Call a jump ball, but timeout was definitely called before the whistle. The jump ball does go Diamond's way. Stolen on the inbound by Casimir. Gets control, and it'll go down the court. And a travel for Headley. And a turnover. Oh, Parker coming back down, taking her time. 2 minutes to play in the third. A little bouncer through the traffic to Melendez-Hernandez. Triple teamed. They get it out to Horsley. Parker calling for all alone. Stays in bounds after going up the ladder to grab it. A jumper inside the arc, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back for 2. She has 26 points. Casimir trying to make a move, puts it up, no good, swats at it. Duro comes down with it, gets it to Parker. Horsley breaking in front of traffic, and she misses the feed. Overran it just a smidge. Casimir, that was a nice move to the basket, couldn't get it to fall though. Parker trying to go here 1-on-2, and is fouled, sliding, and she's safe. Gonzalez back into the game after we saw her go down to the court at the end of the first half. She's back in, and that is her first foul. Parker at the line for 2. That one no good. Just about 50% from the line tonight for Parker. In fact, that was. She's 4 for 8. Looking to stay looking to stay above 50% here. Try to sink this second shot. That one no good either. Duro with the one-handed grab. Her putback no good. Mendez able to get it eventually to Resendiz just into the game. And Parker has it now. They reset. That's no good. Again, Duro with the height. Mendez puts it in for 2. Her second basket. And they get points out of that possession. It's back up to a 21-point lead for the Bengals. That is Headley. Parker with it, in control, going to her right side. That she likes for the deuce. Largest lead of the night, 23 points. They have doubled up on the opponent. 46-23. Shot clock off. 17 seconds to play in the third. And a whistle and a foul coming. That'll stop the clock. Mendez picks up her third, 6th team foul for the Bengals. And it's going to put Middleton at the line for the second time this quarter. A couple subs getting ready to check in. It's Michaela Thard and number 23, Talia Deschain. And the first free throw went in. Second one as well. Got a good feel for the ball right now. Middleton does 5 for 5 at the line. She has 9 points for the Hawks, leading the team. Mendy's just behind her with 8. That was put up. That is no good. That is out of bounds. 0.4 seconds on the clock. Diamond's going to inbound and release. And that's it. That's it for the third quarter. So the Bengals put up 10. It's their lowest output of any quarter tonight. So credit the Hawks defense. They also put up 10 points on offense, but credit the Hawks defense as they are able to really quiet Diman. And, some of those points really coming later in that third quarter as well for the Bengals. So not a tremendously high output offensive performance in the third, not like the second was for Diman. Buzzer sounds, teams out of the huddle, or Diman out of the huddle. Southeastern using a couple last seconds. Coach LaMontagne's Hawks taking a couple extra seconds to chat, and now we're back to the court. Last 8 minutes of play here from the James T. Ashley Gymnasium. Evan Massoud with you here on Fred TV as we begin the fourth quarter. And the lead is the same. Diman led by 21 at the half. They lead by 21 after 3. They did have a 23-point lead at one point, and that was the largest lead of the night. And one thing we're seeing here is that there are quite a few subs into the game that have stayed into the game now. Parker and Texera, the only two starters out there. That was for 3 by Hamilton, and it just went in and out. Stolen back and put in by Mendes. Give her 10 for the game. Parker puts it up. Can't get it to fall. Tried to get her own rebound, but she was outreached. And another fight for the ball. Resendiz and Barry that time, and that's another jump ball. Texera will inbound. Diman gets to keep it. Out to Parker. Texera banks it in off the glass. That's her first basket of the night. Bouncing. 4 bounces, it wouldn't fall. The Hawks, nice job there by Mullen to keep it in, but unfortunately there were a couple of bangles where she sent it, so Diman got the ball back. There is this chain out to Texera. No good. Another jump ball. This time it'll go for the Hawks. So we've seen a lot of jump balls tonight. And there's another. My goodness. This time Diman will take it. You see as we pan to the left there, Bengals with a really nice crowd, almost a full house on the home bleachers. And again, that's because there is a doubleheader tonight. This is the first of 2 games. The varsity girls playing first as Texera puts that in. And then the varsity boys will play after this game is done. As we got a timeout on the court. So yes, the kind of a doubleheader. We had JV boys before this one. Now varsity girls is what you're watching. And then the varsity boys are going to play following this game. We had a doubleheader with the Hawks. Always nice to see, though, full bleachers. And the Hawks with a couple fans on their side as well. Some of the boys players, you can see on the right side, also filling in the stands there as well. But some people made the trip. I mean, Easton it's not too far, but it's a decent ride. Take a good half an hour to get to, or maybe a little more to get to Southeastern Regional. We've made the trip once before for football playoff. About, I want to say 3 years ago, maybe 4 Octobers ago, maybe 3. I think it was 3. When the Conley Cougars were in the playoffs for football, they played Southeastern. They won it in overtime with a field goal. Chathan Nara, who graduated from Durfee, played with Durfee last year as a senior. Chathan actually kicked the game-winning field goal because he was at Conley his first 3 years of high school. And that was one of the wilder games you'll ever see. Ooh, a travel called. And it's going to go back the other direction. The scorer's table heads up right there. The ball came flying in. So the travel after the steal, the travel gives the ball back to the Hawks, and then stolen by this chain on the way in. Bad pass, put in for 3 by Hamilton. And you see the Bengals with each offensive possession here, not like in a major rush, not looking to press. They're still up. Parker got it back, and that's going to put her over 30 if my math is correct. That's actually 34 for her. We'll double check that. The next break we have. Nice feed and put in by Resendiz. That is selfless basketball right there. Gotta love it. 24-point lead is the largest of the night for Diman. Hamilton thought about going for 3 yet again, but was quickly covered up. Parker with the block. And nice job by Hamilton to keep it. Halfway through the fourth, 4 minutes to go in the game. Mendez, it goes in and out. She gets her own rebound. Loose ball is picked up by Mendes. Back the other way, and again, Mendez can't get it to fall. That was a nice feed, and unable to put it in was Morris. 2-on-1 again. Texera has it blocked. Let's double check Maya Parker here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 4, 6, 8, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4. 34 points for her on the night. A very, very impressive performance. She's got more than half the points for the Bengals. It's a fantastic night for her. And now she is the only starter. Oh, my bad. DeRoe is back in. So her and DeRoe now the only 2 starters in the game. Well, I take that back. Parker is on the bench now. She subbed out on that last while I was counting. So my guess is she and Texera are probably done for the night. So if she is, she ends with 34 points. Just really outstanding. And that was in 3 quarters. No points here in the fourth. Barry taking it back. Can't get it to fall. Horsley coming back on the far side. Trying to get some room to work with. They'll go back out to her. That was Mendez passing it back. No fouls here. Again, just letting them play it out here. This is a pretty big lead for Diman. Wouldn't expect to really see anything unless it's blatant. Probably won't hear any whistles the rest of the way. Mullen gave it to Mendes. Mendes getting it to Hamilton. That looks good, and it was right on the money, but it does not fall. Hamilton with a bid for her second three of the game. Couldn't get it to fall. Under 2 to play. Another turnover for the Hawks. Bengals and Horsley take it across center court. No good there from Horsley. I think it might have been tipped, actually. Didn't get a lot on it. Casimir loses it. Horsley right there. She's able to get the pass. And that goes down for Mendes. 75 seconds to play. The Bengals gonna grab their first win in Mayflower League play of the season and improve to 1-2 in the league. The Hawks are gonna drop to 0-3 in the league and 3-10 overall. The win for Diamond's gonna get them back to 500 at 6-6, and will inch ever so closer to getting into the playoffs yet again. Shot clock violation. A substitution made there, as Resendiz came back into the game. Hamilton, that was to Mendes, to Casimir in the paint, and Casimir rolls it in for 2. Shot clock is off. Final 25 seconds of the game. And Diamond up 54-34. To DeRoe for 2. Not done scoring yet. 10 seconds now. And Mendes with 5 seconds going to try to get some points. Hamilton takes the shot. It's no good, and that is the ball game. Diamond Bengals with a big win, 56-34. And really the defense and that big second quarter where they put up 21 points what propelled them to the win tonight. They put up 21 in the second and held Southeastern to just 4 in the second. And anytime you have that kind of a lopsided quarter, if you can just maintain solid offense the rest of the way, solid defense the rest of the way without pressing, I mean, that's a good win for you. So Coach Doyle and the Bengals victorious in Mayflower League play for the first time this season. It's their 3rd game in the league, and they're now 1-2 in the Mayflower, and they are 6-6 overall. So good ball game tonight. Diamond takes care of the Hawks. We'll sign off from the James T. Ashley Gymnasium. David Montero and Zach Souza running camera tonight. I'm Evan Massoud. So long from Diamond.